lot of people do know how transparent I am about my process, and that I try to give people, all the tools to be successful, the lead area, show everybody the ad, kind of give everybody a full breakdown. But there are different strategies. Some people use different verbiage. Some people use, a completely different style. But what style have you seen that works for you best when you're dialing?
Wow, that's an easy question. The personality that I have, it works already, right? So one thing I can tell agents, when you pick that phone up, the way you sound immediately is what's going to set that conversation off, right? So I'll role play with you, Trey, like ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, this is Michelle Williams. Can I please speak to Trey?
Yeah, this is me.
Trey, hey, again, this is Michelle giving you a call in reference to the request that you wanted to leave your mother as your beneficiary to your burial coverage. And I have your date of birth as 10/12/1989. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Good, good. How you doing today? Is this a good time?
Yeah, it is. I guess I'm not too busy.
Works every time. One, I ask them if it's a good time. I do not like talking to people if they're at work, busy, they're not listening to me, right? If it's not a good time and I call them back, which I do, they answer, right? So I do want to know if it's a good time. I tell them why I'm calling. They already know it's not really much to your lead. You filled this out today because I'm calling right then on the spot, right?
Right,
You
because you
just
call them.
did it. That makes it hot, right? You wanted to leave your mother as your beneficiary, and here's your date of birth. Is that correct? And that's it. It's just a good time. And then we get to having a conversation. And we just go from there. I go through some medical questions, maybe ask them, they ever had any previous heart attack, stroke, cancer, kidney failures. Hey, I just ask a couple of questions about what's your height and weight, right? Because that lets me know where to go, right? And that's pretty much it. And we just be chatting along the conversation. So my opening is the same. This is Michelle Williams calling you in reference to the request where you wanted to leave such and such as your beneficiary to your burial coverage. Is this your date of birth? They say yes. I've not had a problem with that. I've been running that script since day one from your leads.
I like that. So I have another follow-up question, if you don't mind me asking. What does that process look like when people are busy? Because I hear a lot with the people that run our leads is that you do have people that are working, which is actually a really good thing, because you don't want to have all people who aren't working, because that means they don't have any money, right? But my question is, when somebody is working or they're driving, are you then trying to book an appointment, or are you just putting it in your list that, okay, I'll try to one call close them the next day? What is that process for you, for an agent that's like, hey, Michelle, I'm running into a lot of that. How do I, mitigate and go around that?
Narrow down the time. So you're at work. What time do you get off today, Trey?
4:30, 5 o'clock-ish.
Great. What time will you be home?
Traffic, maybe 6:15. It takes me about an hour.
Awesome. So Trey, this is what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to talk to you while you're driving, right? So I'm gonna give you a call back tonight, right around 6:30. Would that be okay?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Perfect. That's it. I need to talk to you today, right? Because I want you to deal with me today. I don't want to try to call you tomorrow. Tomorrow you may not pick up the phone. I want to do it today, right? So I kind of ask them what time they'll be home. Why do I want them home versus driving? Because I'm going to be asking for information that they may not have while they're driving. I don't want you to be giving me your license number and everything while you're driving. I need you home, right? So that's why I asked, what time will you be home, so that I can call you?
Right.
They pick up. I haven't had many people that don't pick up when I call them again. I haven't had that problem. Not yet. So